Hi everyone, I'm Lisa with Ink and Inspirations. Thank you for joining me for my November Paper Pumpkin class, where we'll be putting together the projects from my November Paper Pumpkin with a little tweaking there and a couple of extra projects that I've challenged myself to create with elements, particularly just from the Paper Pumpkin kit. So I hope you all are having a great week and are ready to settle down and enjoy some crafting time. You can either craft along with me with your paper pumpkin, and if you're not a subscriber, you can look below the video to the link and subscribe to Paper Pumpkin so you won't miss next month's kit, which looks like to be gift card holders that you can also use to make cards. So be sure and check that out in the link below here on YouTube, or if you're going to watch on my blog, I'll have the link there as well. So without further ado, let's get started. This Paper Pumpkin kit is a companion to the October kit where we made some really cute cards with a Santa theme. And this one is created to make gift tags. And it has all the supplies in there. Now, I have already opened this because I created my extra projects with elements from this kit. But here you can see the little box that will come with next month's Paper Pumpkin. It will make 16 gift card holders for each of 4 designs. And it looks like the color scheme is where it doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas. It can be for any time of the year, which would be birthdays as well. And here we see on the back how they incorporated this ho 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 from last month's kit with the tag from this month. So you can mix and match and just let your creativity fly with these kits. Now, with the kits, and let me go ahead and open this part. I already have my stamp set out, and it is really cute. Let me get it here. It's got some cute designs, and again, they are North Pole themed, but they can be used for other projects as well. You've got the Ho Ho Ho, Joy, the Express Delivery, but here's a Merry Christmas, No Peeking, Open Me. This one says From Santa, and then you have a to and from, which is great for any gift tags. So let me open this up, and let's get out the color instruction guide that comes with every kit. Now, when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, if it's your first time to subscribe, in your first kit, you will also get a clear block to use, and you save it for subsequent kits, and it will fit all the stamps that they will send you in your Paper Pumpkins, okay? So here we can see these 12 precious tags, but I tweaked them a little bit to serve my purpose, which would be to attach to gifts for gift giving, and not necessarily from Santa, but from a family member. So you can see here, you have the pictures of the finished projects, and then you have the step-by-step instructions that you can see what you need to use, plus the process. So I'm hoping to just give you a little insight and show you how easy this is. And we're going to start with this first Ho 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 tag, and I'm going to show you how I changed it up just a little bit. So here we have some die cut, pre-die cut tags, and we're going to start with this crumb cake one. Okay, and then we also need, we have some Baker's Twine, Stampin' Dimensionals, these minis. Now I'll have to tell you, let's see, glare is not cooperating here. These are these mini Stampin' Dimensionals, okay? And I did not use these on any of my projects, okay? But you can. I decided to keep it really simple and not two-dimensional. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. All right, we got our tag, and we need, move these out of the way. We need a Happy Holidays die cut. Okay, and then we need a Santa hat for this one. So I'm just going to punch that out, put it right here in front of me. We're still in Aledo, Texas with our youngest daughter and her family. So I'm using my son-in-law's office desk to create. I've kind of taken over his office, bless his heart. Okay, and then we need one of these banners right here in white. And the ho 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 tag. Or this way would say O O O. Could use that for different things. What else? We need one of these glimmer paper snowflakes. And I think that's it. That's all I'm going to pull out for this particular one. Okay, so now in the kit you get these little glue dots that are easy to use. I'll be using liquid glue to kind of speed up the process a bit, but in one of the extra projects I'll show you how I use these. So I'm going to put those aside. And let me make sure I have everything here. So let me show you here. On this one, they put this banner piece with From Santa, but I wanted it to say to and from instead of From Santa. So let me show you what I did here to finish it off on this one. I put to and from on the tag instead of From Santa so that I could actually use this for a family gift tag. So let's go ahead and put this together. We have a little bit of stamping to do. So I'm going to get a cellophane sheet here to protect the work surface. Calling up my paper here. Let's see. And we need the ho ho ho. And so I'm going to pull that off. And I'm going to take this block, which is like the block that comes with Paper Pumpkin. Mount that. And then also in your kit you have a cherry cobbler Stampin' Spot. And I had mentioned earlier this week in another video that I always save these Stampin' Spots for travel, or I leave every time I get a new color in my kit that I order or my Paper Pumpkin, I use it to leave here at my daughter's in Aledo so that I'll have most of my colors I need. Now I'm going to line this ho 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 on the stamp over this one here. Okay, let me move this out of the way, take out that glare. Okay, let's see. Press. Oh, there we go on that one. And so now we're going to start putting the tag together. So you have a little punched piece here that you can punch out. And we have this snowflake that's going to go here. I need my Santa hat up here on top, the ho ho ho. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right in the center. And like I said earlier, you can use those little glue dots. This is just going to be quicker for our video's sake. I'm going to kind of put it in an angle there. And then that is going to be glued beneath this punched area here. So I know I just need a little glue down the center. Now, it would be really smart of me to go ahead and put that snowflake on there. Just when I was creating it, I thought, well, let me see if I can change it up a little bit, but I decided to use it just as they had designed it, the Stampin' Up! Artist. So it can extend beyond the edge of the tag. And then I can take some glue and put down the center here and put that right here. All right. And then let's see, we need this banner piece here. And let's go ahead and put the Happy Holidays on. So they have this at an angle. And I have to tell you on this one, when I made it, I had gotten some ink on my hands and there was a smudge right at the top of that H. So I used it. I positioned that to cover my oops there. There's always a way to fix it. Okay. So as I'm doing this, I'm mindful that it is the 1st of December. Wow. And there are some big sales going on with Stampin' Up! This week. The last chance promotion, which is the retiring items that are only available while supplies last. These are the ones from the mini catalog, the holiday catalog, which I like to call it. And then Stampin' Up! Also updated the clearance rack with a lot of items today. So be sure you check that out. Okay, so here I have 2. Now I'm going to move over a little bit because this is going to be tucked underneath the ho ho ho. Okay, so I'm going to put this 2 here, and I'm using one of my other blocks so I don't have to switch. But you know, that little square block that comes with your paper pumpkin will work for all of the stamps that you get with your paper pumpkins. Okay, and then I have 2 from on the other side. So I'll put that right there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right behind there. And then that's going to slide down like this. Okay, and there you can tie twine here. I didn't. A lot of times I'll use curly ribbon on my gifts and I'll attach that through there. And I left that blank without the bow, the ribbon, the twine on purpose so I could tell you that. That's a good way to, if you used curly ribbon on your gifts, you can just use the edges or the ends to tie your tags on. Okay, so there's our first tag. Now let's go on to the next one. And let's see. We are going to do the one with the candy cane. This one says, "Open Me." I'm going to show you what I did. I took the to and from again, and I put to on one side of this little tag and from on the other. Okay, so that was going to serve my purpose better when I'm gift wrapping. So this is so cute with the stripe and the holly jolly. So we're going to need one of these, the stripe, and then one of these, the holly jolly. And I'm going to punch out the hole because that's what helps you line up the 2 pieces. And I just glue these together, okay, just like that. And again, the directions may say something different on this particular one, but this is the way I chose to do it. And it was quick and easy, and I put the whole kit together probably in about 30 minutes. No kidding. It was fun too. Okay, so now we have that, and then we need a circle with a black edge and a candy cane. So I'm just punch those out of the die cuts. And let's see, and then I need For You. Let me find that. Here we go. Punch one of these out. Okay, so when you're working and you're doing all of the tags at once, sometimes it's easier just to separate them all initially and put them in little piles. And then when you're ready to go, the assembly is much quicker, and you can do it like an assembly line. You can do all of the stamping and all of the gluing, just whatever works for you. But That's what I have found when I do the whole kit at one time in one sitting. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Okay, and the candy cane is going to go at an angle. I'm just try not to put too much glue here. And then the For You is going to go across there. And I think this is probably where they used the Stampin' Dimensionals, the little dimensional adhesive. Like I said, I just decided to keep it flat and easy and save these for other projects. All right, now let's do our tag. So I am going to use one of these with the spruce edge. And that's going to say to and from. So let me grab that mounted stamp again, get my ink spot, and ink up the to. And that's going to go right here. And then on the back, I have from right on this side toward the little banner cut in, but on the back side. And now I have a great little gift tag there to attach to our candy cane. So now I am going to use some of the twine. You cut it about 12 inches. So let me grab my scissors. I have misplaced my ribbon scissors, so I'm having to use my paper scissors. Okay, so what I did here is I doubled my twine. I'm going to put that through that little punched hole, bring it through, and I have a loop there. Take the two ends, come through, and pull. And that attaches the twine to this little banner piece. And then I take my two pieces and I try to find the one that's coming off the back. It just keeps it from twisting. Put that one through the hole on the tag, and then I'm going to tie a simple bow. And I try to keep the two facing the front. Tie my bow. Okay, so let me trim that off. It's a little long on one side. Okay, and there we have our second tag. Okay, and again, if you make it like the kit says, it has opened me right there. Okay, all right, let's get to this glimmery one. This one right here with the deer, really pretty. And on this one I did a little something different. And let me show you. Here it just has the tag, and you probably would write on the back. There's no to and from that I see. Yeah. And then, but I added, there are 4 little extra tags with the red and the cherry cobbler on the end. So I use those on these tags to make a to and from. So let's get what we need here. I'm going to use one of these little red tags. I say red, you know what I mean. You need one of these large scallop circle in spruce. One of these here. This little spruce, this is just like a little topper to add some color. And we need a white banner tag. And there's somewhere here, but they are. and then one of those glimmer tags. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and punch these little pieces out. And let's get this one. Isn't this pretty? Oh, love it. Okay, so now what I did here is I glued the glimmer tag over the basic white and just line up the punched holes. Okay, then I'm going to set that aside to dry a little bit, and I'm going to do my stamping. I'm going to get my foam mat here, and we're using this deer in the circle for express delivery. And so when you have a large area to ink up on your stamp, you take it and lay it flat and just press your stamping spot all over. And I'm tapping, giving it a good tap. And you can look, I want that deer pretty solid, so I'm sure to check that before I stamp. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Okay, and now let's go ahead and stamp our little tag. Now on this one, let me get this finished one. I knew I had this little snowflake over here on this side, and I didn't want for the tag to cover it up, so I reversed it and I put 2 and then from right there. Okay, so let's do that. Let me get my to and from stamp again. My ink. Two. And then let's flip it over this. And we'll ink up from. Okay. So that's ready to go. So let's go ahead and assemble this. Let me find that little spruce piece. Here it is. This is going to go on top of our tag over the glimmer paper. Like that. Kind of reinforces that hole too. All right, and then we have little snowflakes that I'm hoping, here they are. So we need 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this is going to go here. So we're going to have one of our snowflakes up in this upper right corner. Okay, and then one of them on the special delivery stamped image. And it can extend beyond the circle, that's fine. And then one down here in the lower left. So now we can glue this over top. This was still wet, so let me secure that, and I'm going to put glue down the middle here. If you're using the little glue dots, you could put the little glue dots down the middle. And you have plenty, so better to use several. Okay, now, where's my little to and from? Here it is. So we're going to do the same thing with the twine that we did on the other tag. Again, about 12 inches. This is a 12 by 12 piece of paper, so I'm measuring on the bottom of that. Cut that a little long, but that's okay. Let's loop it through, and we're going to call this one done. So you can see probably the most time consuming of all of the tags is the twine, I think. So you could save and do that for last, or you could forego that altogether. You don't have to use it. Sometimes you could just tape, double-sided tape on the back of your tag to adhere it to your gift. But sometimes these little ties come in handy. So let's see. Oh, there we go. It's going to be on this side. And then I'm going to tie a bow. And then be sure and stay with me because I'm going to show you some cute little projects. I'm going to do one for you and then show you the others. Something maybe you can get the kids involved with. Meaning really these are easy enough that the kids could help. Grandkids or kids. So let me tie a bow and then we're going to be done with this one. And I'll finish my other tags later. Okay. So has anyone done this paper pumpkin kit already? Okay, this goes this way, Lisa. There we go. Okay, so there's that tag. Okay. Pretty glimmer. All right, now let me show you another project. Let me see. What did I do with those cute little projects I had? Here's the one I'm going to show you. I thought I could make a little treat holder with the tags. And so I've done that with two of them. Here is that crumb cake tag. I used one of the banner pieces in a candy cane to just add to it. And I've got a peppermint on the inside. So you could fit just about any of those tiny candies, and Andes Mint, Hershey's Kiss, and I thought these would be cute either tagged onto, on a gift, or you could, I did mine like an ornament that it could be hung on the tree and you could hand out to visitors, little visitors. So here I did some scoring. So let me grab one of these tags to show you. Getting another one of the crumb cake tags. Okay, and then I'm going to score it from this end at 1 1/8 and 1 3/4. Let me move this up a bit and grab my paper trimmer. This in here. Okay, so 1 1/8 and 1 3/4. So here's 1 1/8. So you want to use the light gray scoring blade, and then 1 3/4. Okay, move this out of the way, and we're going to fold on those scored lines. Okay, and then you can use the little glue dots, but I'm going to use 2 dots of liquid glue and hold it a minute for it to dry or set. Okay, so you want to match the curve here with the curve on this side so that when you turn it over, you don't see the back side protruding. You don't see anything through the hole, okay? And I'm just pressing down and holding that, okay, to let it set and stick. And see how you have that little opening there where you can slide a treat in. You could even slide a long candy cane through there and it'd hang out one end or the other. I didn't have one of those handy. Okay, so now I'm using one of these tags, and there is a Merry Christmas stamp. Where did it go? We have joy, we have Merry Christmas. Here it is. That bugs me with it curling up like that. Okay. Here we go. Stamping spot. Tap it. Make sure you have good coverage. And you can see on the photopolymer because it turns color. Okay, and then I'm going to just kind of stamp it in the center here. It just fits just right. Okay, and then I'm going to get another candy cane. I have a mess, y'all. A mess on my desk. Or not my desk. Okay, this is going to go here like that, but I'm going to go ahead and get this part on my little tag, little treat holder. Okay, that. And then candy cane. I'm going to put a little glue in the middle. And this is our liquid glue. That's probably my favorite. Kind of angle that there. Kind of made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Okay, and then twine. I have a paper cut on my finger, so I have a Band-Aid, so it makes all of this kind of intricate work here a little bit difficult with that Band-Aid. Okay, so this, I'm going to use one of these little dots. I'm going to use this one since it's already started. All right, so I'm picking this up. You can use take your pick tool or your sharp end of the scissors that pointed in. Okay, and then I'm just going to peel off the top paper, and the glue dot remains. And then just put the bow right there. And then, let's see, go ahead and use the rest of this. This is from my first paper pumpkin. This is a full roll, but you have plenty of twine. I'm going to loop it through and then stick these through here. And then I'm going to tie this off. Where it's got a loop so it can be like an ornament. Or you could have you know what I was thinking, you could have a little tree, one of the miniature trees, and have these hanging on it like in your kitchen or in your entry. That would be cute. And hand them out when you have little visitors. Okay, so what you think about that? That's fun, huh? Okay, let me show you another one. Okay. I'm hoping, there we are. Sorry about that. I had an Amber Alert come through on the phone. Never had that happen while I was recording. Okay, so now here's another one. Kind of the same idea. but I took the white banner piece. Show you this one, okay, and then I put it in my trimmer and scored 1 7/8 and 2 3/4, and then folded it up like I did the other one. But on the back, you can see where the banner piece is. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, it just comes up like this, where you don't want to cover up the hole. Okay, so this is that banner cut end up there at the top. Get this back down. And I cut, let's see if I can find it. Yes, I cut a 1/2 inch strip off of this banner piece. You see how it's cut off? And then I cut a little piece here. I just glued it on and cut off the excess. And then I used the Happy Holidays. Now for the background on this, there's a little, somewhere right here, there's a little dot stamp. You can do background images, back polka dots, okay? And there again, that will hold a little piece of candy, and I have the twine at the top. So this one is scored at 1 7/8 by 2 3/4. And this other one is, well, wherever I did with the, I think it was 1 1/8 and 1 3/4. Okay. Might have to go back. I might have to go back and look at the video because I didn't write that down anywhere but on that Post-it note. So that's 2 projects. Get this off here and this here. And then I also did something really simple here. It's like an ornament, but it just used the circle, the joy stamp, and I glued the snowflake on here. Okay. This could be an ornament or another gift tag with the to and from on the back. So let's get all of our pieces here. The Santa's Express, the For You with the candy cane, and the Ho 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 tag. All of them super cute. And the November paper pumpkin. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or if you are a new stamper, that you will give these kits a try. They're really fun. They have everything you need except for probably scissors. And I would suggest getting maybe a bottle of glue, you know, where you could use that plus your glue dots for things. And you'll get a clear block on your first kit and just lots of fun. To get the one for December, you have to subscribe by the 10th of December. So that will be in my link in my description here below on YouTube or on my blog as well. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun sharing this with you and coming up with those little ideas. I love to think of little ways to use little gift things, you know, things that unexpected. You know, you could leave one of these little candies in your mailbox. You know, you could hand one to the lady at the checkout, or there's so much self checkout now, but just someone, a service worker who just want to brighten their day. Okay, it's the time of year to really, we should do it all year long, but especially now because the holidays can be difficult for some people, and we just need to spread the love. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.